not growing, you're dying. He has made that the hallmark of his time at the practice, establishing new models for the delivery of orthopedic health care in venues such as company runs, outpatient surgery centers, and urgent care walk-in centers. Connecticut Orthopedic Specialists operates 8 offices in Greater New Haven, with MRIs at 2 locations and physical therapy centers at 7. It also cares for athletic teams from Yale, Quinnipiac, and 16 local high schools. The practice has 16 board-certified orthopedic physicians, 3 podiatrists, and a rehabilitation physician. Glenn began his professional career as a physical therapist, transitioned to the administrative side of the business, and after earning an MBA at Sacred Heart in 1992, came to work at Connecticut Orthopedic Specialist the following year. He quickly recognized that orthopedics was becoming increasingly subspecialized, and also saw the need to provide ancillary services such as rehabilitation. And in search of new opportunities, Glenn traveled all the way to Texas to research how several orthopedic groups were managing their own orthopedic surgery centers. He says today that was an important turning point. And before long, Connecticut Orthopedic Specialists received the first certificate of need for an outpatient orthopedic surgical center in Connecticut. In 2000, they opened a single specialty orthopedic surgical center in New Hampshire. The practice added doctors, and in 2011, opened a new, bigger outpatient surgery center in Brandon, with 3 operating rooms and a pain management suite. By growing, they're not dying, which was Glenn Eli's mantra from the beginning. And that's why today we celebrate him as Healthcare Administrator of the Year. Please welcome. Thank you. Not anybody wants to follow Mitch. I'm not going to talk about medical marijuana. Sincerely, I do want to thank Mike and Mitch for the showcase and for shining the light on healthcare heroes. Heroes are a funny word, but really the reality is that healthcare and the delivery of healthcare in New Haven is a very important part of this community. And year after year, they have brought this to light, and it's been a wonderful showcase. I had the privilege of being here a few years ago when John Versa was named Physician of the Year, and so I'm quite honored to be here again and to be recognized like this. You know, I also want to congratulate the other recipients, because I'm sitting here listening to the accomplishments of these other people, and I'm feeling a little pale in comparison, quite frankly. But, you know, the accomplishments that Connecticut Orthopedic Specialist has achieved in the 21 years I've been here, and point of correction, it's not my mantra. The first day I got there, John Versa said to me, "Look, Lenny, if we're not growing, we're dying." So it's really not my mantra, it's his. But, you know, these accomplishments that we have achieved, and we are proud of these accomplishments, are really not born by any individual act by myself. Anyone who's an administrator knows these things. If I didn't have a beautiful wife, you know, 3 beautiful kids, and by the way, March 14th is one of my favorite days of the year because it's my kid's birthday today as a medical student. You know, not only a user, I'm a buyer. Anyways, you know, I work with intensely bright physicians who really have never asked any more of me than they ask of themselves, which is every single day come in, do the very best you can, and we'll solve the problems, you know, but just every day. And then, you know, I work with a wonderful group of people who have supported us and given us guidance. You know, Carl Porto, our attorney, and Josh Shaplitsky, our accountant, Bob Fiend, who's worked us through benefits. And, you know, when you're trying to build an organization, if you don't have a good team of people behind you who give you these kind of guidance things, you can't do these things yourself. And then last, and certainly not least, the team of people that I'm so proud to be a colleague of the people who I work with at COS, because every day we have, thankfully,
thousands of people come through our office. I mean, we're really at the ground level here. And each one of these employees treat every person who walks through as if they're a family member. And I'm astonished at the care and compassion that they give day after day to people. So, you know, it's really any accomplishment we have here. I'm not trying to be humble. It's true. All gratitude really goes to the people who comprise Connecticut Orthopedic Specialists. So, you know, let me just take a moment and say that, you know, we're in the midst of a lot of change of healthcare. Everybody knows that this whole thing is just spinning. And sometimes it feels like it's spinning out of control. And I guess if I get my moment in the sun here to tell you politically what I think that the solution to a lot of the problems that are faced here are not going to be solved by large mega hospital systems that are buying up physician practices and churning this thing out. Quite frankly, this country, I think, was built on entrepreneurial spirit. It was built on community-based organizations. It was built on hospitals like Griffin Hospital and St. Vincent's that are really meeting the community needs and doing so and looking for cost-effective ways to deliver health care. And that's really what this is all about. I mean, this is what the whole thing is, that they want us to find ways to deliver the care more efficiently, drive the costs down, and meet the needs of the community. And if anything that we've been able to do at COS is that's what we've always tried to do. We've tried to anticipate where it's going, where is it going to be, and how do we intercept that and do it in a way to drive the costs down. And we're quite frankly proud of what we've accomplished in those respects. So I guess, you know, John Aversa had a mantra, but Ben Franklin also once said something interesting, and that was when you're done changing, you're done. And I can tell you guys here tonight that we're not done changing at Connecticut Orthopedic Specialists. We're going to continue to evolve. We're going to continue to look for the opportunities as they present themselves. We're going to take risks, and we're going to meet the needs. And we're going to be here. And I'm so very grateful for this award, and I'm grateful for the recognition that this organization has received. So thank you very much.